Right then, 5 things we learned last night watching Manchester United take a 3 points against Leicester City. In at number 1 then, defensively solid. I think that was the one thing that you can come away from that match and say Manchester United were defensively solid. And it's been a couple of games that we have looked defensively solid now, but it was a steady and stern performance from the entire back four. The Varane and Martinez partnership seems to be continuing to grow and to flourish. Dalot took a dangerous and pacey Harvey Barnes on and probably came out on top. Malacia has not even bench Shaw, but eliminated him entirely from the squad by the looks of things. Hell of a start for Malacia, hell of a start for Martinez. Varane probably needs a little bit more time talking about how good he looked. I think he's kind of gone under the radar a little bit because of just how good I think Martinez has been. But it was a good showing from the lads all around. And another clean sheet. Be very happy if that's the case come Sunday. Number 2, winning streak. It's 3 in a row now. That's the facts. 3 games in a row. We have steadied the ship. We have turned around, rewrited the course, whatever you want to call it, after the first 2 games. Utter shit show. Still a work in progress. It will be onwards and upwards, hopefully, from here. We have moved ourselves into 5th after losing 2 games. After the weekend, we could go as high as 3rd if the results go our way. We could go nowhere if they don't. But United have won 3 consecutive games for the first time since April 2021. We have won back-to-back away games for the first time since 23rd of May 2021, and we have kept back-to-back clean sheets for the first time since March 2021. Positive records, tumbling, love it. Number 3, we said in the preview that midfield was going to be the battleground for this game. And I think even though it was a game of 2 halves, I thought by and large Manchester United's midfield was very good, and perhaps the reason why we came away with 3 points in the end. We were sharp onto second balls. We weathered the storm. I thought Eriksen at times was controlling, was brilliant, was majestic at times. I thought he faded, but I thought in the first half he was sensational. Bruno had a strong second half, even though he was a little bit ropier in the first. The most creative force for us throughout the game. Some really good combination play, and especially when Casemiro was brought on. And it just looks like there's a bit of balance in there. I think Casemiro will probably start from the off against Arsenal. And I'm very excited to see how that does. But having quality in the engine room is really helping drive us forward at the moment. Number 4, we still lack ruthlessness. We was showing glimpses in attack. Some of the build-up play was brilliant. Some of the speed, the quality, the imagination, the creativity to get the ball into the final third was top-tier football. But then it broke down. The final ball isn't quite there. And the final ball is the hardest thing to produce in football. You can learn how to play out very quickly. You can learn third-man runs and off-the-ball runs, and you can learn link-up play and patterns. Putting the ball in the back of the net is the hardest thing to do on a football pitch. And I would say we were sloppy at times. What should have been a shaky Leicester defence came away with Johnny Evans looking like one of the better players on the pitch. He had a great individual game, but I think Marcus occasionally a little bit erratic. Not sure exactly he knows completely what to do as a striker. He spent a lot of time playing off the left. Against some of the better teams, I think United are going to have to be a lot more clinical than that. I do think you're going to probably give them a bit of a chance against Arsenal. Arsenal do leave themselves a little bit open at the back because they like to go for the throat. That could be an opportunity for us to have more shots and be more dangerous. Anthony, I expect, is going to add a different element. But some teams are going to punish us when we've been so controlling at times. I would say first half especially, second half maybe not so much, but we could have done with getting a second goal in the first half to go with the dominance that we displayed. Anthony should add a different element to it, but we're going to need to have the quality we've got in the middle in the final third. And then deadline day silence. No shocks in the end after Ten Hag sort of let the cat out of the bag that we probably wasn't going to be signing anyone. The squad is satisfactorily retooled, I would say. I think we could have been wanting more, but I think you can't do it all in one window, and we've done a fair bit in this window. I think we've overpaid. I think we've undersold. I think there's been a little bit of lack of planning with some of our loans. And I would say Martial's injury, Rashford's form today, Ronaldo's form coming off the bench, we probably should have gone for another striker. That's the worry for me in this squad. I think the midfield has improved, and I think the defence has improved, and we might find out that the goalkeeper has improved as well. That remains to be seen. We've improved on at least one of the wings. Jadon Sancho, a.k.a. Jason Sanchez, looks like he's having it on the left, or potentially on the right. But the striking position, we have improved, but have we improved enough? I think it's been okay. Like I said, satisfactory seems like the right word for it. 6.5 out of 10. Certainly nothing to get excited about. Some players that could go on and have great careers at Manchester United, I think Martinez could be one of those. And even what he brings out in Varane might, turbo up the impact that we get from him. But yeah, I think we might regret not getting another striker. Hey, thank you for watching the video. If you are new around these parts, then don't forget to subscribe. My channel is proudly supported by my community on Patreon. If you'd like to get a little bit of extra content, a Discord group, meetups, five-a-side games, weekly podcasts, behind the scenes, and even an occasional bit of transfer news as and when I get it, then for the price of a pint, you can show your appreciation for the content that we make and get some goodies for doing so as well. Check the link in the description or click the button right here. You'll also find all of my socials here too if you want to follow me on any of those platforms. Nice one.